welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button along with the notifications bell so you'll be notified every time I drop a new video. So we are trying on a new wig. Now, if you haven't caught my latest live, I did do a quick try on haul and it's super cute. Now it does need some work, but let's get into it. So I have the Outre lace front and it's Kione or Kione, but let's go ahead and open her up and see how she looks. So this one comes in about 7 specialty colors along with the natural colors like 1B, 1, 2, and 4. So this wig is a curly do. Now I do have to be honest, when I seen it I was a little worried because I seen that red and I thought it was a little bit off-putting, but I still got it because I like to just try stuff. So let's go ahead and get her out the pack. So this is what she looks like. Super cute. Look at those. It almost remind me of Jerry curl type of vibe. So let's look at the construction of the cap. So we got an elastic band. Now I've never seen an elastic band up this close. This is right here. Never seen one on that wig. So that's the first. And then you also have 2 combs on each side of the head. You got your adjustable straps and that's about it. Now it does look like the cap is really breathable, so it'd be good for summer and spring. So let's go ahead and rip this bonnet off. Now, do I have a cap? I'm gonna try it on without a cap. So let's see what it looks like without a cap. Now this elastic band is throwing me off a little bit. So let me just slide my head up in here. All right, now it's really comfortable and I think it's cute. I think it's really cute. You're definitely gonna have to pluck because you see that lining? It is giving a baby doll, but I definitely think that we can fix it. So I'll come back and show you my final look. So I am back with my final review of the wig. As you can see, it is super cute, super bouncy, very voluminous, and I will say that it is not heavy. With it being like a big curly wig, it's not heavy at all. Very breathable, so it will be good for spring and summer. So you won't be super hot with this wig. The other thing is I did have to use a lot of finessing with this wig. So some of the products that I used was the Esha Melt and Slay, and this helped a ton. When I first got this wig out the pack, the curls were almost like Jerry curl, but what I did was I put some of this on there. I also took my wide tooth comb and I just lightly went through the curls and I did split them apart like that. The other thing, I did have to cut it. So I cut it to frame my face. I tried to cut it like a heart shape, like some of the girls do. They cut their curly wigs in a heart shape to match their face. I'm not a professional, but you guys tell me what you think. I think it came out right. I don't know. The other thing I used was this right here. This is a shearing comb. So I was able to cut some of the ends with it and it gave it more texture on it because this is more of a silkier texture out the pack and I wanted more, I guess you can say more volume. So this thing right here gave it a lot of volume. Other products to tint my lace that I use, of course I always rave about my silicone scar tape. That I put that there. I put it in the part so it doesn't look as wiggish, I guess you can say. It gives it a skin-like finish, so I'm always raving about that. The other thing is I have the Maybelline Fit Me powder in color 355/coconut and I put it around the perimeter of the wig here. And I also use my Taishe lace tint and I put that inside the cap before I put the silicone scar tape on there. So I tint my lace, scar tape, and then I also tint the lace again on this part to match my skin tone. Now, when you're plucking the lace, I will say don't be afraid to pluck this lace because when you first get it out the pack, it does give baby doll wig vibes and it has that straight part right across. So don't be afraid to pluck that lace. I might have over plucked it, but it looks a lot more natural now. So don't be afraid to do that. The other thing I did was I cut the lace on the edge part so that my edges would show. And I'll do a quick close up. You see there? See there? And then I just put it right back. So that was a few tips that I did do with this wig. Now this wig is under $35, so it's really affordable. You can't beat that. For this, it looks like my hair. Somebody just asked me, oh, I thought that was your hair. I'm like, no, it is a wig. And get into the curls. Super cute. And the other thing that I did do with this wig, you can use your fingers to lift it up a little bit. If you want like big voluminous look, take your fingers and go like this. Don't be afraid. You see how it looks? In my opinion, it's supposed to give curly, bouncy, not neat, not tame type of look. So that's what makes it look a lot natural. So this right here, a winner. I give this wig a 10 out of 10 only because it is super affordable. It is super cute. Once you put your work into the wig, it looks really natural. You can't really beat it. I'll get into the side. Now you tell me, would you buy this wig? Would you? I would. This wig does remind me of one of the other wigs that I have, which is the butter lace curly. I don't remember. I'll link it right here, but it does remind me of that. It's similar. This wig is similar to that wig here. And once I got to cutting it, it just flowed. I did put some layers in it. It flowed really well. So that's all I got for now. I don't have any more. This wig will be linked, and everything that I mentioned in this video will be linked in the description box. So go ahead and grab it. This is a winner for spring, summer, winter, fall. It's not going to be too hot for the spring, and it's not going to be too hot for the summer because it is super breathable. Also, I got a quick announcement on the channel. I will be doing Friday night try-on hauls. I would love for you guys to join. It is live, so if you want to come on the panel, you can't be afraid to get on camera. The whole premise of the Friday night hauls or Friday night try-on hauls is to showcase your new products that you got. So if you got a new wig that you would like to show us, don't be afraid to come up because we want to see what you got, and it may give us ideas to want to purchase as well. So I will be doing the try on hauls, and I want you guys to come and join the panel so you can show me your hauls. Or if you just want to be in the audience, you can do that too. So if you guys would love to join our panel, we would love to have you. So with that being said, please share and subscribe so you'll be notified every time we drop a new video. Also, you'll be notified every time we go and do our Friday night try on haul. So remember guys, Friday night try on hauls. I would love for you guys to join. Thank you guys so much for supporting, and I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.